Welcome my friends. Today I want us to look at colors. Already we have looked at some ways to add colors to our pages and change the way our website looks. Now I want to explore more about the color topic so that you can get in as much information as you can. Already you can see that the first way to change let's say for instance the color of our heading here is to use the color attribute, and then you use green. If we supplied red here, then this is definitely going to turn red. Now how many colors can you do like this? There is a website that I'm going to introduce you to. It's by the W3 schools, W3S, and I'm going to do colors, maybe something like HTML colors. Let me show you what this does. HTML colors, yes, nice, look at that. Let me just enlarge this so that we are able to see well, and you can see that here we have a number of colors that you can use. Color names, actually let me go to color names. Color names, I think this is what I'm looking for. Yes, this is what I was looking for. Now here we have so many colors that you can use, and you notice that we have the name of the color like Alice blue, and then we have another code down here like F. We have an hash FO, F8, FF. This is the same thing as this, so you can decide to use the code here. You can decide to use the name of the color. Now if you scroll down, let's say for instance we want this is dark olive green, so we can copy this font. No, we don't want to open it, we want to copy this font, so copy, and then we go back to our code and we put it here, paste it here, and then we go back to where we are running it from and run it. You notice that this one has changed to the color that we just picked. How about if you wanted to use the code here? You just copy the code, and then instead of using the name of the color here, you're going to use the code instead. Save it, and when you come back here, refresh, there's no change, this one just remains. Now it is better to use the codes than to use the colors. You'll find that as you move along with your coding career, because in terms of code there is no limit as to what colors you're able to use. Now there is what is called the color picker. I'm going to show you that. So W3S color picker, this is another page that I want to introduce you to so that you can do some exercise. Look at this page we have here. Here we have this place where you can just click and see the color that is showing here, and know that that is the color that you have selected. And then their codes come here. This here we have the code, here we have the RGB value. And by the way, these two also are ways that you can use the color. So if for instance I wanted this color, I can choose this, copy this, head back to our code and paste it here, and I am expecting that now this is going to change, and yes it does. I can also decide to use the RGB value. Alright, come back to our code, put it here, and RGB value works as well. That should work. Refresh, this should not change. It actually didn't change. And also you can use the HSL value. It's upon you to decide which one to use. So here you can decide to pick whatever color you want here. The other thing is that here, or using this slider, you can just click on it, and then here you can drag this to help you select the color that you want. You can use this to choose the maybe the shadow, and then you go and select whatever color you like to pick here. And then once you have picked the color, here you have the RGB value, and you can pick the color as simply as that. Here we have also so many other colors that we have here. You can decide to choose from whichever we have here, and then head back to your page, to your code, put it here, and that's it, you are good to go. Now it is not only the color attribute that we can change like this. We can also decide to change the background color. So this one, we expect that now the background color of this is going to turn to this color. Refresh, and actually it did change. There's also another attribute that you can change like that. Basically it is anything that is using colors. So you can decide to use something like maybe a border, and you can say this one is 1 pixel solid that color. Refresh this page, and you can see that this one now has a border of that color. So we're going to see more about borders when we get there. So I wanted to introduce you to colors in this one. So this is how you do coloring, and until then, make sure you do a lot of practice, especially with the two websites that I just showed you here. That is the HTML color names and the color picker, HTML color picker, both in W3 schools. Do your practice, and I will see you in the next section.